welcome by episode 6 of my podcast, The Knitting in the Podcast. I am Ivonne, I am a knitter and I love to talk about it. So this is my English version of my podcast. I also do it in Dutch and now a few months also in English, and it's going well. My English is getting better and I love it. I love to share what I'm making with you. I have a coffee today, the Keep Calm and Carry On little mug, because it's really hot in the Netherlands. I record on my bedroom, and it's hot here. I have my van on a lower point. Hopefully you don't hear it. So maybe I'll have to check it first. That's what I'm going to do now, because otherwise I'm turning it off. Yeah, here I am again. I turned off the van because I think you hear it in the background, and that's irritating. So when you see my red hat and my tissue, then you know it's hot. I already did a little bun in my hair. So yeah. Now it's been 2 weeks. I knit a lot of socks. I'm really in the sock knitting mojo. I think it's a nice little project to work on when it's hot. Here in the Netherlands, it's I think 5 weeks. 5 weeks. Good weather, no rain. We had one evening of 1 hour of rain. That was it, and the forecast is really good. I think it stays like this. It's between 25 and 30 degrees, so it's real summer. Oh yeah, and yesterday it was the longest day, so the summer has started. And I'm not really a fan of summer. I'm like most of knitters, I think, really fan of fall and winter. So I have to pluck myself through this time of year. But I enjoy the nice weather and the blue skies and the birds and the nice green trees. Of course, I enjoy that. But the heat is not my friend. But until now, it's going well. And I struggle also with the longer days, long light. Sometimes I think about around 7 o'clock in the evening. It's still so light. I have black curtains in my living room, and then I pull the curtains closed. And that's the point where the sun is in front, and then it's getting hot. So most of the time in the summer I have my black curtains closed. Bit early. No, not at 7 o'clock, but I will when the sun is bothering me. I'm closing my curtains. Now I have coffee, of course. My addiction is coffee and knitting. And I've got water in my mug. This mug I made for myself, knitting in the te leuk. That's what I say in Dutch. And this is my cozy's memories blanket, a picture of it. Now I have finished a lot of socks. I think I finished 4 pairs. Yeah, I finished 4 pairs. 1, 2, 3, 4. In previous videos, you have seen what I was knitting on. And the first pair I finished these. These are the Meilenwijd 6-ply Christmas yarn. And it's really easy, thicker yarn. So it was it was a really quick knit. And I finished the 2. I started at the toe. That's my new cast on. I love it from the toe up. I used the Shadow Wrap short row heel from the tutorial from Denise from Earth Tones Girl. She explains it very easily. So that's what I did. And then the cuff, I do always 4 centimeter cuff, and then I use the method from K, that you sew the end. If you want to see that video, you can search it with the Crazy Sock Lady. She got a little tutorial for it. So that's the first pair. They're not matchy, but I don't mind. That's not what I want, but I love these socks, and I can't wait for cold weather to wear them. Then I had finished these nice purple socks. This was yarn from Wool Atelier Het Wolbeest from the Netherlands. I bought it on a yarn show. I love these colors. These I did from cuff to toe. That was the method I used that on that moment, but now I'm switching from toe to cuff. Same heel, shadow wrap short row heel, and no, this is the normal bind of toe. So that's the second pair of socks. Then I finished these, the Madrid Lang Yarns Madrid colorway. I love these colorways, super nice colors. And I also finished these, but these two are different. I casted on this one. It was already on my needles, and in between I switched the method, and then I thought, oh, I don't want to cast on with a cuff again. I want to cast on the toe, and so I did these from toe up and these from cuff to toe. So that's a little bit different. I don't mind. These socks are for me, and maybe I'll regret it later, but I don't. Yeah, we'll see. So these are 2 different toes. It's in my shoes. Nobody will see. So that's my third pair of socks, yeah. And then we've got the socks from the Jumper of Case. And these are also finished. I'm glad that they were finished because I don't like to knit in one color. And with the pattern, it's a nice pattern. I love this how it looks, but I don't like to follow and switch constantly with your yarn. I'm an English knitter, so I'm always doing this. Can't do it with my finger. I always do it with my hands. So when you have to turn to purl and to knit, it's you need a lot of patience, and you have to look on the pattern constantly because you have to count what you how many stitches, and that's not a mindless knit. So that is not what I like, but I'm glad they're finished. So this is also finished. This is Seta van Lana Grossa, but I showed that in previous videos. So these are finished too. That's 4 pairs in, I think, this month, in the month June. Some socks I started in May already. So that's very nice. I love it. I love socks, knitting socks. And I had a lot of socks on my needles, and now my goal was first finish some socks. And when you are nearly to the end of all the socks you have on the needles, you can cast on new ones. So even kijken, I finished one of these. This is West Yorkshire Spinners. I love this colorway, the self-striping. Sorry, I'm looking for, where is the ball band? I don't know which, waar zit het ook in? Nee, dat is die andere. No, I can't find the ball band. Oh, here, sorry. It's right in front of me. This is what I searched for. This is West Yorkshire Spinners Samba Roads Signature 4-ply, and it's Sandra's Rainbow. That's the colorway. And I bought it at John Lewis when I was in January in London. I love these, and I have to cast on the second sock. So that is one sock in process, and I use toe up, shadow wrap short row heel, and I used here the extra stretchy bind off, but I think it's too stretchy, so I will do this again and then do the sewing. The sewing bind off. That's what I like more. So that's what I have to do again, and then I'm starting sock number 2. But I really love this colorway, and I love the West Yorkshire Spinners balls. I love it. This bag I made myself. I can sew my whole life. When I was 40, my mother said to us, you can go on, I don't know how you call it in English, sewing lessons. I always say sew, but it's sewing, I think. So my sewing mojo is also back, and I make little project bags for myself, sometimes for other people. And this is, I really love this. This is a fabric from the thrift shop. All the things I use is I reused. This lining is an old piece of curtain, so that's where my sock lives in. And then we have the I also already recorded the Dutch version, and everything is here on one big pile on my bed, of course. These sock I also knit. This is a very nice ball from, I will take it from my self-made little drawstring bag. It's a little bit little because the needle is sticking out. Maybe, yeah, I can put him like this, and then it will fit. It's a little bit little, but don't mind, it's for me. Okay, this is the nice bag. Ta-da! This is linen, and this nice, hoe zeg je dat, lint. I bought at a haberdashery shop. This also, so it's a really nice little project bag. This is the yarn I meant. It's Lang Yarns Milli Colori. I don't have the ball band, I'm so sorry. But if you Google it, it's Lang Yarns Milli Colori. And I knit these on 2mm needles. So it's a little, it's a very tight sock. And I decided to do an ankle sneaker sock model. It's just popping out of your shoe. And I used a picot bind off. I had it in my Cindy, when I knitted the Cindy sweater in a few episodes ago. I looked in the pattern of the Cindy sweater, and so I did here a picot bind off. I like it. And I have to cast on the second sock. So that is what I'm planning to do in the next week. And then I also have this sock, and I finished one, and the other one I have to cast on also. So I have 3 socks where I have to cast on the second, and when the 3 are on the needles, then I'm allowed for myself to cast on a new one. But yeah, Stephen West is coming with a mystery sock knit along. And at first I thought, oh no, I'm going on holiday, I don't do it. But yeah, I can't stay behind, so I will participate. I have to buy the pattern. I didn't buy the pattern yet. So I have to buy the pattern, and in the week it starts on 6 July. I'm on holiday, and I will see if I cast them on there. I think I do. So the common weeks I will I think knit mostly socks. So this is the first, and the second. Oh yeah, I will show you the ball band of these. This is an oh, this is the Garter. I don't know where it is. I'm searching. I'm sorry, I can't find it. I have too many project bags to look in, but this is from Online, the brand called Online, and in this sock yarn it is viscose, and that gives a really soft feeling. So maybe you can Google it online if you want to know which sock yarn this is. And I like the green colorway. I got this ball from a knitting friend, Steekjes and Zo. So that's where it was really nice of her. So I think that was it for the socks. Oh no, I forget one. I love to knit socks, but I also, since a few weeks, I love to knit the thicker socks, the 6 ply and 8 ply. So this one I'm already have on my needles. This is the first sock, but this knits up really quickly. If you sit 2 days, I think you can make it happen that they're ready. So I'm not in a hurry. This is also from Online, the brand. Oh, sorry. Yeah, this is the ball band. Online, super sokken, 6 ply, and it's all there's merino in, and this is colorway 2920. 2920 for people who are interested in these lovely balls. Thicker sock yarn, also from the toe up. So that's I think sock number 7. No, sock number 4 on my needles. Yeah, sock number 4 on my needles. So that is I have to finish at least one pair and then I cast on a new one. But I can wait for the knit along from Stephen West. It starts 6th July, and what did I do yesterday? I went to Stephen and Penelope's because we did go one day with my girlfriend. We always go to Amsterdam once or twice a year, go shopping, and I'm not living very near to Amsterdam. It's a 2-hour train ride. So I asked my friends, do you mind if I go to Stephen and Penelope's first? Because I'm not coming daily in Amsterdam, and I didn't go there yet. So I was in Loop London, and I was in Beautiful Knitters, but I didn't visit Stephen and Penelope's yet. So my friends were heading to the Albert Kuipmarkt, and I said, I see you later there, but I'm going first to the yarn shop of Stephen West. So that's what I did. I loved it. It's a really nice street. When you're planning to go to Amsterdam once, you have to go there. It's not far from the Wallen, the red light district. It's a really nice street. There were more lovely shops and cafes and so forth. So I bought there something, of course, and I didn't want to buy yarn because he has lots of nice skeins, but my budget didn't. My budget. I had a budget, so I thought I want to buy something, and yarn. I have. All my stash is already very big, so I didn't need yarn. So I thought, what would I like to buy then? And I bought the nice black project bag. This is a really thick canvas, steady, sturdy, hoe noem je dat? Tas, really nice. I love black, so the choice was not hard. They had a peach colory one also, but I like this more. This was €15, so that was not too expensive in my opinion, because it's a really good size. And I bought, of course, an enable pin. West knits are the best knits. I am a fan of Stephen West, of course, and the knitting, the shawls. So this is what it's a must-have, I think. Maybe the bag too. And I bought a little stitch marker tin with this logo on, and one mini. I bought one mini from Walk. Yeah, there was so many beautiful yarns. It's such a nice shop. It's not a really big shop. It's really, yeah, it was hot in the shop. There were only ventilators, no air conditioning. And yeah, I think I walked there for 15 minutes, I think. So I talked a little bit to the lady who was helping me with this. And then I went outside, but you have to go see it. Yeah, it's really nice. Oh yeah, and all the shawls from Stephen West and all the socks, they are hanging there in the shop, and all the sweaters he shows on the videos, they're lying there in the shop. So I have touched all the shawls and all the sweaters and the socks, and I thought, oh yeah, he knitted this. So it was like a, yeah, I'm a really fan. So that was really nice to see. And his shawls are very, yeah, super nice. You can see that it's a good quality of yarn what he used. And I love the color choices. It's one big, yeah, it's art. I think it's art. It's so nice. So when I walked outside, I stand in front of the shop for photos and took some material. You can see it after the podcast. I put the bits and bobs from Amsterdam after this podcast. And then I went for a coffee and something to eat, een broodje gehaktbal, that's really Dutch. And I'm sitting there for a while in the same street. It's two buildings away. And I thought, do I want to go back? Because sometimes it's so impressive when you come in a shop like that afterwards you're at home and you think, oh, wish I had stayed a little bit longer. So I drank my coffee and eat my sandwich, and then I thought, no, it's for now, it's okay. I seen enough, and maybe the next time when I'm coming to Amsterdam, I will surely go back, because it's so nice to see. So if you like the Amsterdam, hoe zeg je dat nou? Footage, the Amsterdam footage, you have to wait until this video ends, and then I'll put it afterwards. So that's what I did yesterday. It was a really nice day. Amsterdam is lovely. It was, of course, beautiful weather. Amsterdam is, they built the subway. It's really new. Yeah, it's already a few years ready, but I didn't saw it. I walked to the Rock Inn and it looked so gorgeous. So you can see that in the video later on. Then I have a new cast on. I casted on a new Stephen West shawl, I think last week. And that is the Garter Breeze shawl. I needed a mindless knit, and I love the mindless knits from Stephen West. And so I chose this one, and this is what I got until now. It's just Garter riches. You have to repeat, the pattern says what you have to do. This shawl is in 4 panels, I think. And the first panel is a very big panel, so it's going to be a big shawl. You can choose to knit it in DK weight or in fingering weight. But if you do it in DK weight, the shawl will be huge. And when you do it in fingering weight, it will be a little bit less huge. But I thought I will do it in fingering weight because I love that. So this is, these are 2 colors. One is from, I bought at Sheep Yarns. One's online. And this one is from Wol met Verven. I bought this on the Breidagen So this is what I'm going to, hoe zeg je dat ook weer? Yeah, what I'm going to use for the first panel. And then I've got these two colors for the rest. And I think I'm going to do one panel in this color alone, and then maybe these two again in stripes, and maybe one panel in a dark red at the end. That's planning, but I will see on the go what it's become. So that's a really nice mindless knit, just garter stitch, and you have to increase so once in a while. I love it, and I do it on my Chago 3.5mm needles, fixed circulars I knit. So that's a nice needle for shawl knitting, and it lives in my lovely bag from Door mij met liefde. She calls Lieselot. She's on Instagram also. She makes beautiful project bags, and this bag I bought in with Christmas because it has a Christmas fabric on the inside. That's one. And I had started in December my litmus call from my advent calendar, and at first I didn't like it. I don't know what was going on, but I frogged two shawls. Oh yeah, I forget to tell. I frogged one shawl because I didn't like it on this moment. There was the painting chevron shawl, also from Stephen West, but you have to pay attention with the pattern, and then you have to increase, then you have to decrease, and my mind was not to it on this moment. So I frogged it, and I was knitting the botanic shawl, and I didn't like it anymore. So, but I was a little bit on the way, so I bind it off. I made some mistakes in the pattern, and I didn't want to finish it on this moment, so I bind it off, and I made a bandana shawl from it. Maybe I'm going to use this in the winter, and otherwise it will be a nice swatch to look at, because when I came in the shop from Stephen West yesterday, the botanic shawl was hanging there, and then I thought, oh yeah, it's really nice when it's done, but maybe I'll pick it up. I don't know. I don't think so. I didn't block this yet, but this is what's left of my botanic shawl. I like the look of the fabric, so it was like a swatch. So that's what I frogged, and then I had more space in my head to knit on this again, and this is the litmus call from the lovely Jude Harper. It's a free pattern, and it is a free pattern, and now I'm a little bit further. I did this whole piece last week. I used my advent calendar from Atelier Volbis last year. These are the minis. It's 100% singles, merino singles. So it's really soft yarn. I know, yeah, I'm loving it because it's getting form. I'm starting to like this shawl more and more, and it's like a mindless knitting in the round. When I change colors, I just make a knot and I knit along with the next color. I didn't do the professional cast on. You have to do it because you can close the shawl neater, but I don't like that way, so I will sew them together, and it won't be so neat, but nobody will see, I hope. But I like this, I like this a lot now, but it took a while to love it, and now I want to knit on it. Next week, 2 July, I'm going on holiday a week with my father, so this I'm definitely going to take with me. Nice, eh? It's in my bag I bought at Bertie and Puppet on Etsy. This is the pumpkin bag. It's more like October, but I use it all year through. Look, this is Bertie and Puppet. She's from the UK, and she's on Etsy. And this is a really nice bag with a super nice lining. I love it. So there is my advent calendar in, and I will use it for this shawl. And maybe I make a longer shawl that in the end I make cuffs on it. That's maybe what I'm going to do. And not a col shawl, but a tube, and then make cuffs on it. That's maybe what I'm going to do. But I will decide it when it's nearly done. En dat duurt nog wel even. Dat is nog. Yeah, I don't know when it's finished. We will see. I also picked up my northeasterly blanket again. I had to weave in the ends for the first 3 lanes. I finished 3 lanes, and then I had to weave in the ends, and then I could start with lane 4. And that's what I did this week. This is a Christmas yarn. This was from my Firts Unite. This was from my Garter Marler. All the nice leftovers. I love this project also. Next to my coziest memories blanket. Oh yeah, this lives in my nice bag from Sunny Designs. She's also on Instagram, and I bought it with her, and it's like a shopper bag. You can easily put your knitting away. I use here the stitch stoppers, because when this is going off your needles, you're not happy. So that's my blanket, of course, where I work on. And then we've got the coziest memory blanket. Oh, I love this so much. It's nearly done. I have to do 14 squares. Even zoeken. Yeah, 14 squares, and then I'm ready. Then I have to do the I-cord bind off, of course. We had a yarn swap here in Holland, the longest day yarn shop. Maybe you did see it on my Instagram. I had a swap with a lovely lady from the UK. She sent me all these lovely balls starting here. And oh yeah, the last time I didn't knitted them in, so I started here. This was West Yorkshire Spinners, and all the nice squares. I did 1 a day. It were 14 balls. It started 2 weeks ago on Thursday, so yesterday I finished the last. That was on a new row. That's this one, and now I have to do the last 16. This one I did today. This was yarn what I've got from Linda from Wool Hobby. She's my knitting friend, and now I make all the balls that I got from her on this row, and then I have a few left, and I can choose my own leftover yarns to close the row, and then my blanket is done. Then I have to do the I-cord bind off. I do every day a square, but because I'm going on holiday to July, I don't want to take this to on our holiday on the camping. So I will try to do it this week 2 squares a day. Then it's finished, and then when I come back from holiday, I'm going to do the I-cord bind off. My blanket is, I think, 1.30 meters wide, and it will be, I think, 182 meters, but I have to measure it. I don't know. So that's nearly done, but it's a really nice project. People, if you didn't knit this already, I say start one. It's echt lovely. Every day is square. Every morning when I wake up, I get my coffee and I knit my square, and then my day starts. So super nice. But because I have a lot of leftover sock yarn, enough for nog 3 blankets, I think, I am of course knitting, crocheting on my Granny Stripes blanket. It's a really nice project. I love this. It's growing, and it's all leftovers, and the leftovers ja, hoe zeg je dat? They decide the colors. I take some out. This bag is what I made myself. It's also in like a shopper bag, lovely. And I have all the little leftovers from, these are hand-dyed yarns. And the rest is leftovers from sock yarns, from swaps. So this is also a really nice project to work on. And that is what I've got. I think 3 blankets, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 2 shawls and a lot of socks. Oh, best nice. Even kijken. Yeah, what I said, I like to sew also. I'm a knitter, but sewing I did my whole life. My mother did, sent us to sewing lessons, and I love that a lot because I have my Sew Mojo bag, and that's why I make all the lovely project bags. Maybe in the future I will, sell them, but on this moment in my life I don't want to feel pressure. It's not good for my health, so everything I make is in the first place for me, or maybe for a giveaway or a swap with somebody. I don't want the pressure of selling things and you have to do it perfect. I try to do it perfect, but I'm not in a state of mind that I want to do, I want to feel the pressure. So I'm not, I love to sew the things, but I don't know what it's going to, where that's going to go. I love to make bags, tasjes we call it in Dutch. So in Amsterdam, yesterday I bought a lot of new fabrics for project bags, little pieces. I love this one with the Duncan, super scattered. One with the cat. I didn't buy clothes yesterday. I don't like clothes. So I thought I only buy things at Stephen and Penelope's and little fabrics. This one's also really nice, the little flowers. These and this lovely brown and like a orange. And I had some coupons. Oh yeah, that's how you call it. Coupons, they call it in Holland. And I love this one. This one has a wolf and a deer on it. Oh, so this will be a big project bag. I don't know how it will form, how it will look at the end, but I'll let my creativity go and we'll see what it becomes. I really like this. And I had a brown for the bottom. This is how we call it floor stuff. I don't know how you call it in English. And that's will become the bottom of the bag. So that's a really nice project in progress. It has to start. And I bought some white for the linings, and this one I already also liked a lot. New York, I didn't go to New York yet. Maybe hopefully once in my lifetime I will go there. And a little bit linen. I love linen also. This is also a nice color. So all the little pieces of fabric for my project bags. And then I saw this, and of course I couldn't leave this behind. The Amsterdam houses. And this is a really thicker fabric, so it's really sturdy, zeg je dat? To make nice project bags from. One with the tulips. I think I make lovely project bags, and maybe when one is done I will do it for a giveaway, but no pressure. And then another one with the blue Amsterdam houses. So nice. So that's what I bought in Amsterdam, and there was a big shop. It's called Gideon. It's also with near to the Albert Kuip, and I bought this really big cone of sewing yarn, of hoe zeg je dat, sewing thread, weet ik veel. 50 cents. Now I can make a lot of project bags from this. That's what I also bought. Yeah, and then I have these balls from Linda. These are going to go in my blanket, my Cozy Memories blanket this week. And I have it really hot so you can see. Yeah, and these bags I made also. This is a rather bigger bag, better for yeah, your longer needles. And this one I made. Yeah, I love to make the bags. It's such a nice work. So maybe I will become a project bag sewer once. Once when I'm feeling better. Maybe I will never feel better. Oh god, hold on. Yeah, and I did some acquisitions. I bought 2 balls of sock yarn. The first is this one from Lang Yarns, Super Socks, and it is Jungle Socks. This was on sale. That's the reason I chose it. These are not directly my colors, but I love to knit in colors, so that's why I bought this one. And this Christmas ball I already bought because I want to participate in Christmas in July. So I thought I'm going to knit a nice pair of Christmas socks, and I got this little bag with it from Lang Yarns. It is mijlenwijd Christmas merino. En dan is colorway 6775. So if you like it like this, you can maybe order it online. I bought it at Wolplein, and they gave me this lovely bag with it. So Christmas in July, that's why where I'm going to participate in, because I don't like summer. No, yeah, it's too hot. I like summer, but I don't like the heat and longer light. I love winter, fall and winter. That's what I love. And I have already 1 Christmas sock on my needles. That was from last year. It's in my vintage Christmas bag. I made it myself. And this is oh ja, ik zit al te kijken. Sorry hoor, ik moet het even uithalen zonder dat alles van de naalden vliegt. The stitches from the needles flying. This sock I want to try the afterthought heel. So I knitted a long tube, but I think it's a little bit hard to decide when do you stop, when do you make the toe. So this is what I'm trying to do in July also. And then for the first time I'm going to try the afterthought heel. And this is a merino. This is the ball. This is the ball band. Lana Grossa mijlenwijd. Christmas merino fine staat er volgens mij op. Colorway 6771. So 2 balls of Christmas yarn for Christmas in July. Now I like it. Can't wait. Yeah, I love September. My birthday is in September, 14 September. And when it's 1 September, I'm always happy because then it's going to be darker. In the evenings it's getting darker, and I love the September feeling. It's the nights are colder, so I'm always happy when it's 1 September. And then my birthday starts 14 September. So and I love fall. Oh, I love it, I love it, I love it. And winter also. And when the winter is too long, I always like that it's going to be spring again, but yeah, I think the summer period is the heaviest period for me. Longer lights, too hot. Yeah, that. But I think many knitters are the same. I hear it so often from people that they don't like the summer. It's heavy. Yeah, I don't know, the heat. But summer just started, so we have to plug through. Hoe zeg je dat? We moeten nog wel even. Now, I'm going to close this video. I hope I didn't forget to tell something. I certainly will. But you can see that in my week vlog and my Sunday vlogs. I hope you like it. If you like it, please leave a message. I get more and more English subscribers of people from all over the world. I love it so much. The footage I filmed in Amsterdam, I will you see when you look further. If you don't interested in that, you can stop here, or maybe you are already gone. That's also a possibility, but I love to do it, and this is episode 6. So my English is getting better, and yeah, I'm. Oh yeah, in about 2 weeks, normally there would be another episode, but that week I'm on holiday. So the next episode will be in about 4 weeks. Dus not 3, but 4. And in between I will do the weekly vlogs and the Sunday vlogs, because on holiday I'm going to film, of course, because we go to Schorel, Groet, and it's near the beach in Holland. So I take footage of that, but I will share it in vlogs and not a sit episode, because I'm on a camping and that's not what I want. So the episode 7 will be in about 4 weeks. So I hope you stick around. I hope you liked it. Please share my videos with people who not know me yet. And we'll see you later. And have enjoy the footage of Amsterdam. Thank you and tot later. Good morning. I am in Amsterdam on my way to Stephen and Penelope's. This is a central station. I thought I'd go to the toilet here, but the toilets are gone here, unfortunately, so I have to search for another toilet place. So heading to Stephen and Penelope's. See you later. De zon wordt gereden, denk ik. Now this was in the yarn shop. Here I already leave the shop. It was a really nice, super nice shop. I bought some things. I'll show you later. You did see it in my podcast already if you watched it. Yeah, here I'm talking in Dutch, so I do now the voice over. Hopefully you don't hear my van. Yeah, it's a really nice street where the shop is, so if you're in Amsterdam, please check it out. Stephen and Penelope's. and then I drank coffee because I had to so I'm let it land. On my way to the Rock Inn. There I'm going to take the metro to the Albert Kuip Markt where my friends are. I already eaten a broodje gehaktbal. Lekker. When I'm in Amsterdam, I'm always sitting in an Amsterdam cafe drinking coffee and take a simple broodje gehaktbal. It's a Dutch thing. It's super lekker. Always good. It's really nice weather today. And yeah, I love to be here in Amsterdam. Look at this. It's so gorgeous. Amsterdam is always nice. I love it. I don't come here often, maybe 3 times a year. So for me it's always nice to see the city also. Nou, ik ben er.
Driving, I need no team. I'm in the streets and I'm chasing my dream. What you know about a kid, but I'm really legit. I'ma get it on my own when I'm riding. And every time when I come off freestyling.
Good evening. This is what I bought at Stephen and Penelope's. This beautiful canvas black project bag. I love it. This was not the most expensive thing in the shop, 15 euros, and it's a really yeah, nice size. So it will it's coming my new Steven Westcall in October in. I bought, of course, a nail pin. I love it. West knits are the best knits. Little box of tin of stitch markers, bulbjes, and one mini. I love it. They had a lot of nice colors and I chose this. So that's what I bought at Stephen and Penelope's. Then in the same street, in the next shop there, they sold all the haberdasheries, fabrics. So I bought the Amsterdam houses. I bought a blue one. I'm going to make project bags from this and the tulip one. So that's really nice. It's yeah, a big piece, so I can make maybe 4 bags from each fabric. So that's really nice. I bought linings in cotton. And then when I arrived at the Albert Kuip market, I found all these nice little fabrics. It's all for project bags in the future. And this was enough for at least 1 bag, maybe 2. I love this brown. Oh, and the look at Duncan's. So that's 6 pieces, and I had a few leftovers fabrics also for project bags. So I'm not ready. I have enough fabric for the coming in the near future to make all the nice things. This one is really nice. Here is hear dat? Een wolf on. Wolf, zeg je dat zo? Wait, where is it? Look at this. Oh, super nice. Oh yeah, and this deer. So this will be a nice bag, maybe 1 or 2. And yeah, this is the white, is for the linings, 2 whites. And that was it. So I'm very happy with my buys. I didn't buy clothes today. I didn't want that because I have enough clothes, and I lost 13.5 kilo. So clothes that last year were too tight, I'm fitting again. So that's really cool. And I'm closing the vlog with this. I hope you liked it. Please leave a nice comment if you want to like my video, subscribe to the channel, because I have some more nice things in the near future. Thank you for watching and see you next week.